All right, so we want to talk about our net zero home program. So there are a lot of companies you can go solar with. There's a lot of solar advisors out there, but all things aren't created equal. Outside of, generally solar panels are, pretty similar across the board. Things have a pretty similar warranty, but after that, things differ. You start getting, better solar advisors, cuter solar advisors, all kidding aside. No other company is offering our net zero home system that we offer here. And we also offer it at no additional cost with going solar.
Absolutely. And so the difference between generic solar, which is, what the kind of industry is doing right now, installing panels on your roof and, putting the necessary components in there, getting it hooked to the utility grid. That's generic solar. Now, how net zero is significantly different is basically three things. There is predictable consumption. So it's a system where it allows you to monitor how much energy your system is using in real time, so you can see how much energy you're using every day, every month. With that, there's a production guarantee. So you know exactly how much energy your solar system is going to provide every single month and every single year.
So Ryan, this is one thing that really sets us apart. So why don't we talk about this a little bit more? When a homeowner comes and you're going to get solar, you're going to get a warranty. They're going to put panels on there. There's going to be a warranty no matter what across the board. And that could vary in length from 20 to 30, 35 years, depending on the solar panel production company. Then you're going to get a warranty from the person who's installed the solar. There are thousands of solar installers across the States. So it really depends on what they're going to provide on their workmanship. So something that Ryan and I with the company we work for is not only do we have the great warranties, great installers consistently across the country, we provide what's called a production guarantee. And so this is not provided by any other companies.
Yeah, there's only a handful of companies out there that offer some form of production guarantee. Kristen's right. Most companies, you just get a standard industry warranty where it's really just a pass-through warranty, where if the equipment manufacturer has a 25-year warranty on their panels, that warranty is offered by the manufacturer, and it's just the warranty work is being done by that particular solar installer. But a big difference when we talk about predictable consumption and production guarantee is you may hear some horror stories, of people that have already gone solar, where it's like they went solar, they thought that, their system was going to, produce all their energy and they weren't going to have a utility bill. And then end of the year, they get something called a true-up bill, where basically it's where the utility is charging you for the excess of energy that you used that your system didn't produce. So with a production guarantee, you're going to know exactly how much energy your system is going to produce every single year. And if for whatever reason it underproduces, well, then the installer will reimburse you for any underproduced energy. And as long as there's available roof space, or if you have a ground mount, as long as there's available space to install more panels, then that's done for you at no extra charge.
So Ryan, if I didn't have the production guarantee and then I was getting these bills and I called, what would happen?
So normally without a production guarantee, as long as the panels are working adequately, where it's not a warranty type issue, it's just your system for whatever reason isn't producing the amount of power that you were told. Really, it's a situation where you have to pay your utility bill. That's your responsibility. And if you want additional panels to make sure that your system actually produces what you need it to produce, that's going to be an additional expense on yours. The production guarantee gives you the complete peace of mind that if for whatever reason it underproduces, you're covered because you're going to get reimbursed for that energy. And additionally, if more panels need to be installed, that's covered as well. So for 25 years, you're completely covered.
So Ryan, what happens though if I decide to have 7 people move into my house and put in 2 hot tubs?
Well, of course, if your consumption goes up with the net zero home, you're going to know exactly, you'll be able to monitor your energy consumption as well as production. So you'll be able to see if all of a sudden there's a big spike in your usage because you installed a hot tub, you made some upgrades to your home, another family moved in with you, or whatever the case. You're going to be able to see that your consumption is significantly above what your system is going to produce. So therefore, of course, you're going to have a bill with that, but it'll really be of no surprise because you can monitor that relationship of consumption versus production. And then, at that time, it might be worthwhile to look at adding more panels to your system. With that being said, that'll obviously be an additional expense on your end because your system is going to be sized based on your utility usage. Now, if all of a sudden your utility usage spikes, that's going to be on you. But regardless of if you had solar or not, you'd be paying for that electricity.
And then, Ryan, what about if something's wrong with one of my panels? What happens then if one's not working?
Yeah, so with the real-time monitoring, we can, and your system is monitored 24/7. We can see if it's operating within normal parameters. If it isn't, chances are we might actually, our people that are monitoring your system probably, will know before you do, and so they actually might be reaching out to you before you're even aware that there's an issue for a service call. So if there's a panel or a component of the system that just isn't functioning properly, then we would book a service call and do whatever necessary repairs need to happen to, correct that issue, swap out a panel or, whatever needs to be done for the system to produce the adequate amount of energy that your production guarantee states.
So this is another reason why we use the particular installers we use, because having solar panels on your roof isn't just a one-time thing. This is an ongoing relationship between you and then the provider of said person if there needs to be any work. So we want to make sure that you're also with a reputable company that's here for the long term, that's also, qualified in what they're doing. And we also, the company we use is one of the largest companies in the country. So it does not make any sense for them to not be doing quality work, because it just financially would be crazy to constantly have people go out and have to do repairs or fix things. So we want to make sure that we're going to build appropriate systems to your energy use, which is why we get your utility bill, and we make sure we do that. So if a solar advisor is not asking you for those kind of things, run, don't walk. Okay. And last but not least, what's the final component of the net zero home, right?
Home automation / security. So with that, you'll get a front door camera, you'll get your door sensors, you'll get your intelligent smart home hub, which allows you to be able to monitor your production, your consumption. Also works as smart thermostat with built-in AI, so it actually monitors your heating and cooling preferences and learns that. It actually optimizes for that result. So chances are, unless for whatever reason your daily activities change, or other people move in, or you add more electric devices to your home where your consumption goes up, this will also help actually decrease your consumption on the energy side as well.
So this again is exclusive to us. Nobody else in the industry is offering this. We're also offering it at no cost to our customers that go solar with us. So again, if you'd like more information on how we can help your home go net zero, please fill out the link below